How can a worm that lives in the muck know what dirt is? To such a one, all others seemed to be in the pits. He was like that worm then. I loathe the look in your eyes, and your unbuttoned shirt. He too now began to detest these things. For a long time, this statement had echoed in his head like a buzzword every time he faced the mirror. Try as he would to shake it off or lose himself in his work, it had gone on repeating itself. Now he had started buttoning up and keeping his gaze lowered. He could not even look himself in the eye in the mirror. No one had ever told him such a thing about his eyes, and certainly not a girl. Imama was the first one to do so, and it was not his eyes but the look in them that was loathsome. Imama had identified that look. He used to talk to girls who looked him in the eye and spoke candidly. He enjoyed their company. Imama did not do so. She'd look at him, but not directly, and if she found him staring, she'd look away. Salar had the mistaken notion that she looked away because she found his eyes mesmerizing. I loathe the look in your eyes and your unbuttoned shirt. Hearing her say this over the phone, he had been quite shocked. Eyes are the windows of the soul. He recalled reading this somewhere. So did his eyes really reflect the sordid depths of his soul? He was not surprised. It must be so. But to recognize the filth, there must be a criterion of purity before one. Imama Hashim was that example of purity. You need not explain or instruct me now. You will have no further cause for complaint, said Salar without looking up at Sikandar. He was going back to Yale, and before his departure, Sikandar, with a faint hope of change, had launched into the usual instructions and admonitions. But even before he could complete his words, Salar had assured him sincerely, for the first time, and Sikandar had faith in his son's assurance for the first time ever. He had been observant of the change in Salar after the incident in the hills. Salar was not the same person. His thought processes, his attitude, his appearance, his very life had changed. It was as if the flame within him had been extinguished. Whether these changes were right or wrong, good or bad, Sikandar was yet unable to comment, but he did know that there had been a major impact in Salar's life which had brought about this change. He did not realize that this was the first time that Salar had been defeated, and the first blow in life brings stalwarts to their knees. Salar was just a strip of a boy barely into his 20s. Sometimes in our lives, we do not know whether we have emerged from darkness into light or if we are entering into the dark. The direction is unknown. But one can differentiate in any case between the earth and the sky. When you raise your head, it is the sky above, and when you lower it, it is the earth below, whether or not it is visible. To move forward in life, you need just 4 points of direction, right and left, ahead and behind. The 5th is the ground under your feet. If that were not there, it would be an abyss, hell, and on arriving there, one would have no need of direction. The 6th point of direction was above, and that was unattainable. That was where God was, He who was invisible to the eye, but was present in every heartbeat, every pulsing flow of the blood, every breath, every morsel that went down one's throat. To Salar, his photographic memory, his 150-plus IQ level were a torment now. He wanted to forget everything, all that he had been doing till now, all that he could not forget. If only someone could understand his agony.